Hey y'all, welcome back. It's your girl Lady Raw. And today's episode is shadow boxing. Well, actually it's more like this. Because you're shadow boxing with your shadow self. You heard me? What's the shadow self, you say? The dark side, the lower vibrational, the side you don't want nobody to see, the side nobody knows until it shows. So this episode, I'm just going to share with you guys what I experienced with my shadow side, how I got to the point, and how it helped me get to where I am now, embracing my light, finding out my light, things like that. So hopefully my testimony, my story will help you, deal with your shadow self. Because how we going to get better if we don't deal with it, right? That low vibrational stage, you know what I'm saying? All them issues that we keep buried down in the root chakra, in the heart chakra, in the solar plexus. That's what we're going to deal with today, guys. So, let's get it started. Let's get it started. All right, sorry. Okay, so, again, shadow. That's the dark side that a lot of people are afraid to face. And understandably so, it could be really scary. Like, really scary. Okay? Because that's one of the sides that I don't want to say we don't deal with it, because we do, but we ignore it or we keep it suppressed deep down inside. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, a lot of us don't like change. And if that's something that you're used to doing or dealing with, you kind of like, okay, that's just who I am. And in a way it is, because we're light and dark, polar opposites, but of the same, right? Everybody has two sides of themselves. Some people got more. You know what I'm saying? I got about 3 of them. It's cool. No biggie. But I've learned how to utilize them all. And what I've learned is, if you don't face your shadow side, if you don't learn your shadow side, if you don't understand your shadow side, that side of you is going to show. And what happens is, it comes out and shows at the wrong time, the wrong place. I don't want to say the wrong people, because, some people might, they might deserve the shadow side, but you want to be in control. You want to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? You want to understand it so you can use it when it's time. Okay, so let's break this down. All right. So, I was married about 2.5 years. Been divorced about 5 years. But even after we got divorced, and okay, disclaimer, anything I share, I'm not ever going to share names or anything like that, but anything I share that's like a story or a testimony, that's just my testimony, that's my version, it's my experience. I'm not trying to discredit anyone. I'm not shaming or bashing anyone. Is my hair cute, y'all? Sorry. I'm not shaming or bashing anyone. I'm just sharing my experience, right? So even after we got divorced, we still had this whole back and forth thing, back and forth, back and forth. So I don't know if a lot of you are into like, because I'm into astrology, and I watch a lot of tarot readings, oracle readings, spiritual stuff, right? And what I've learned, or what I've, researched or studied, or what, came about, was something called a twin flame, which is essentially a love or a relationship that mirrors you. And typically it mirrors the shadow side of you, the side that you need to fix, right? So I'm a Taurus. My ex-husband is also a Taurus. He's like a Taurus Aries cusp, right? They're a little different, you know what I'm saying? Bull gang in this thing though. But so he was like a twin flame. You know what I'm saying? He was also a karmic partner because, you know, Spirit warned me. I just didn't take heed to the warning. That's a different episode. It's a different episode. We talk about my shadow side, right? And how I got to this point. So the things that he would display or show me, or things he would say, it was showing me the version of myself that I didn't realize. I wasn't aware. I was sleepwalking. I wasn't in my highest self, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know who I was. I was still confused and all these kind of things. So I was just trying to be what everybody, you know, said I should be. Family, you know, church, pastors, all of them. I didn't. And the thing about it, sometimes people who are close to you, they don't always keep it all the way real with you. They don't always call you out on your shit. They might. Some do. My sister did. Now, she is my twin. Like, that's my right-hand man. She would call me out on some things. But, again, I had this self-righteous attitude about me because I was saved. I was in church, you know what I'm saying? I was heavy in the church. So I had this self-righteous side about me, and I couldn't see myself, so I didn't think nothing was wrong with me. I thought I was perfect. It was everybody else. Everybody else had the problem. It wasn't me. You got the problem. If I'm mad at you, you mad at me, it's because of you. It ain't because nothing I did. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was thinking. So I didn't face it, and so yeah. After, you know, going on the journey, leaving the church and all of that, being with him, it showed me, like, girl, it showed me my selfishness, my codependency, what else? Communication. I thought I was the best communicator in the world. No, it was not. What else? Just all the things. All the bad sides of myself. You know, I would see it in him and I'd be like, damn, am I out here like that? I act like that? Do I do that? Ooh, that's not good. You know, we need to fix that. I didn't want to be that anymore. Like, it was so bad. Like, so bad. So bad. Didn't know how to properly deal with my emotions. You know, just weak. You know what I'm saying? Had some anger issues, had some daddy issues, abandonment issues, rejection issues, like, you name it, they was there. And I was just like, no, I don't want to be this way anymore, God. No, like, fix it. You gotta fix it now. We gotta change this now, because I don't want to be like this. I can't do this. So I was suffering in silence. And if you watch the last episode, I was expressing how I didn't feel comfortable talking to anyone about this. So, you know, it was me. I didn't have a counselor telling me, you know, hey, you need to deal with this. Hey, you need to deal with that. You know, you're codependent, you're this. So when I became woke or aware, we ain't using woke. When I became aware of myself, I was like, whoa, sis, you ain't perfect. You need some work. You know what I'm saying? So it hurt, you know, it really hurt. And I was suffering in silence. But within my suffering, it was showing me the things I needed to change. It was showing me how I wasn't really living in reality. I wasn't really living. You know what I'm saying? I was living in the present moment. I just wasn't here. I was just in this fog, like this dark fog that I didn't realize, you know what I'm saying? That's what it was. Like, I couldn't see clearly. So I started meditating after reading Awareness by Anthony DeMello. If you watched the last video, I said I was going to reference him all the time because that's my Bible, Awareness. That's how I started really like breaking everything down and having understanding of what was really happening, because being with him, I was suffering so much. Like, I wanted to kill myself, y'all. I really wanted to commit suicide. I really did. Like, I would have to call like my old pastors and stuff, like, y'all gotta pray because I'm just ready to end it. This is horrible. This is so bad. It felt so bad, like just a pain, like, man. And I was losing weight. I was stressed. Like, people at work was worried about me. Like, I just wasn't myself. I just was not myself. And I just wanted out. I was like, man, I can't deal with this. It was just so much emotional abuse, so much toxic, emotional, just two toxic people. Just ridiculous, right? So in Anthony's book, he says that suffering points out the issues when your perception, your expectation clashes with reality. So, for example, with my ex, I was thinking, that I thought I could change him. I was so busy focused on changing him when I needed to change myself. I wanted him to communicate better, but I needed to communicate better. I wanted him to stop with the back and forth double-mindedness, but I was back and forth double-minded. I didn't know who I was and what I wanted. And how can I expect him to fulfill me and make me happy and have all these requirements from him when I don't even know who I am and what I want? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just living this false reality that it's supposed to be like this and a man's supposed to do this and da-da-da-da. No. I was so dependent on him to make me happy. That codependency shit. So when I started reading Awareness and I started getting into meditation, I was like, okay, drop all the BS. I'm finna deal with my shit. I'm finna face these demons head on. And he talks about not only facing them, but understanding them and watching them. You know what I'm saying? Like, as if you were watching a movie or something. As if you were watching somebody else. Watch them. Understand them. So I started doing it, and I was like, whew. Child, I done cried and wailed and travailed so many times. It don't make no sense. Like, I was like, oh God, I can't believe it. Why you let me do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, ugly cry. So the more, I was facing, I was like, okay. So it takes breathing. It takes calming down, because I'm really sensitive. I'm a really highly emotional person. And most of us are. We try to front, but most of us are. And the thing that hurts is the emotion part of it. That's what I realized. Like, what you're experiencing, what you've gone through, whatever, it might not be as bad. Or it might not be as bad to someone else. But at the moment that you're going through it, it's the emotion that makes it so bad. You know what I'm saying? I was so angry and upset and hurt about things that I was doing, or choices that I had made, or childhood trauma, whatever. But I was placing it on him, placing all of that on him. But I was really upset and angry and hurt of myself, with my father, with my mother. You know what I'm saying? All of that. So that emotion of that, and also not getting what I think I should have, or not getting what I think I want. You know what I'm saying? The emotion of that is what was hurting and what I didn't want to feel. So of course you smoke, you drink, you know, you try to do things, you sex, try to do things to kind of make that feeling go away. But I had eliminated all of that, and I was like, nah, meditation is finna be the new drug, and we finna face it. If we gotta cry, ugly cry until the pain is gone, that's what we gonna do. And that's what I did, y'all. That's what I did. And at first it was very scary, and it was like, wow. But once I was able to remain calm and keep going, it became like I was able to really sit back and be like, okay, oh, that's where that stems from. Oh, that's from childhood. Oh, that's where them abandonment issue. Oh, that all that self-esteem and insecurity. Oh, that's where all this come from. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to watch it, and I would watch and be like, oh, okay. So I was able to watch it and fix it, work on it, change it. Or some stuff I didn't have to change, it would just drop. And that's what Anthony talks about. He was like, you know, don't fight against it. Don't resist it. Because the more you resist it and fight against it and try to renounce it and all of this, the stronger it gets. Like what the Bible say, once you slay one demon, 7 come. That's what that means. Because, again, light and dark, we all have a dark side. So it's not going anywhere. You're supposed to learn how to balance it. It shouldn't overtake you. It shouldn't be louder. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, stuff is there. So I was able to face them. I understood them. I would get answers just dropped to me of why. Because it's always the why. I've always been like that. Why? Why are we here? Why do we do this? Why do people act like this? Why do people think like this? Why do people do this? Why? That's all I was looking for, was why. So I would get those answers as to why. And I was like, okay. So, reading Anthony's book, Facing My Demons, head on, just me and them, understanding them, I realized that no one has the true power to hurt you. I'm gonna repeat that for the people in the back. No one or thing, is what Anthony says. No person or thing has the power to hurt you, to destroy you, to steal your peace. No one does. We have a false belief that they do because we give it to them. You understand? We give people, things, this power. Why do we give people and things this power? Because we cling onto things. We cling onto people. Because of our codependency, because of society and how, you know, it gives this false notion of relationships in general, like, oh, 2 become 1 and y'all the same. No, 2 people are 2 different people. You're born in this world by yourself. So, no, when you come together, you might have the same ideas or the same mission or goal or purpose or whatever, but, or y'all, you know, are unified, but you're still 2 people. Partnership. The 1 and the 2. The 1 and the 2. I'm not flicking y'all off. The 1 and the 2. It's a partnership, but you're not supposed to become them or they become you, or you change, you know, to fit their needs and they change to fit your needs. Like, no, I'm not here to fulfill your needs and make you happy. I'm here to add on to them and increase them. In the same, you know, vice versa. So that's the false belief we have as a society. And so we attach and cling on and we get possessive. You're mine. That's mine. So anything that comes to disturb that is a threat. is a problem. And I'm finna act, I don't wanna cuss. I'm finna act a fool. I'm finna act a donkey. My shadow side is coming out. My ego is pissed. You messing with something that I feel I need to make me happy. And you coming to disturb that? Oh no, I got to cut you. You got to get cut. So that's how we are. And it's like, no. That's not supposed to be like that. No. Because how can you truly enjoy something, someone, if you're clinging on it so tight to make you happy? That means when it leaves, when that person leaves, or that person's not there, or that thing is gone, you're not happy no more? Does that make sense to you? What Diane say? Does that feel right to you? When you think about it. Take a second. Does that feel right to you? If I don't have this person, if I don't have this thing, I'm just not going to be happy. That's not life, baby. That's not true happiness. That's possessiveness. That's desires. That's thrills, as Anthony DeMello says. That's thrills. So when your thrills are no longer satisfied, I don't have no use for you. He also says, did I write it down? Oh, it's so good, y'all. Did I write it down? Okay, he says, oh, how can I truly love you if I need you? What is seeking? I know. It's fucking with you. I know. It did the same to me. I was like, but we do need each other. I'm gonna repeat what he said. How can I truly love you if I need you? And he breaks down really the true meaning of love, because we have the wrong definition, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. We got the wrong definition. We think love is everything I just said. Possessiveness, control. It's mine, you're mine, you belong to me. Mine. That's not love. Love is pure. Love don't be fighting. You don't never have to fight for love. You don't never have to want for love. Love is so pure. It's the highest emotion, highest vibration. And it's freely given. When it's pure, really, really pure, oh man. Love ain't about none of that extra stuff, y'all. These relationships, y'all think y'all love each other? Really ask yourself, okay, if I love you, if I truly, truly love you, then I love everything about you. I love you for you. I don't love what you can do for me. I don't love what you just give to me. I don't love how you make me feel. I love you. Regardless of what you do, I love you. The purest form of love. And you can feel it. Think about it. Think about the love you have for your child. Even though that is your possession because it came out of you. But once it's out, you have to take care of the child, nurture the child. But that child is still an individual person. But no matter what that child does, you love that child. That's pure unconditional love. The love I have for my sister. We are a little possessive, but the love I have for her, like, not saying she could do no wrong, but no matter what, even if we was to fall out and never speak again, I would never stop loving her. I will never stop loving my children. Pure love, in a sense, is freedom. You're free to do you. You're free to be who you are. You are free to feel how you feel. You are free to be you. That's pure love. That's the love I'm craving and seeking. That's the love that I have found and finding within myself. Nothing to do with another person within me, Lady Raw. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have that love when I was married. Hell, Spirit told me not to marry him. That's a different episode. But anyway, I didn't have that love. I wasn't taught that love. I was taught attachment, clinging, possessive, survival, need, selfishness in the wrong sense. So I finally got to a point where everything was gone. I had nothing. I had nothing left. No, hold on. Let me quit telling lies. Okay, so after going through with him and getting by myself, finding myself, right? So I'm like, cool, I'm on this path, okay? Self-love, self-awareness, what it do? You know what I'm saying? Child. Woo! I call myself falling in love with someone. This person was very, very, very special to me. Very special to me. Like, near and dear to my heart, right? Still love this person, but in a pure form now. But, this person loved me a lot. Like, loved me unconditionally, but also loved me possessively. Not like crazy possessive, but, you know, possessive. Like, I was his. And I felt the same. You're mine. But that pure unconditional love, because I was facing my demons and unveiling all this shadow stuff that was, you know, buried in my root chakra, buried deep down into my heart, because of my daddy issues, and because I wasn't taught how to properly, I guess how to have like a proper relationship, how to properly love, or like, what am I trying to say? Okay, like how to properly be in a connection with a man without it being sexual, without it having some kind of, you know what I'm saying, attachment or something to it. So he loved me purely. I loved him purely, but somehow, because of my issues that I was just now recognizing and realizing and wasn't dealing with, they rose up, y'all. And I got really, I was possessive, but I was stuck and trapped in such an illusion. I was like, man, you just make me feel so good. Like I'm just always so happy and just over the top, you know what I'm saying? When I talk to you, and it came out of nowhere, y'all. Like, I wasn't trying to feel this way. Like, we was on some friendship, just pure, you know what I'm saying? What I thought. And it just, one day, he said something in a certain tone, and I was like, "Ooh. What'd you say, Chuck? What was that? I'm special? Oh. Well, I didn't never feel special, because, you know, my daddy didn't make me feel special. My daddy didn't make me feel like I was enough. You know, my daddy wasn't consistent. I would see him on the weekends or once a month or something like that, but I didn't grow up with my father. So I don't know how to have a proper relationship with a man, you know, whether it be like relationship, you know, romantic or not. I did not know, because I come up in a life where everything is sexual, between the masculine and the feminines. So I didn't know how. And he didn't want a sexual romantic relationship with me. That's not what he was trying to do. He just had this unconditional love for me, and he wanted the best for me and stuff like that. But because of his own possessiveness, he couldn't separate his love, his possessiveness versus, okay, she needs to heal. Okay, she is dealing with some dark night of the soul type stuff. Because he loved me so much, he wanted to rescue, he wanted to help, but he wasn't. He was helping because the more he kept, I want to say rejecting, but not, like, he wouldn't flat out tell me, like, nah, because I don't feel that way about you like that. He would kind of keep me wondering. He would ask me a bunch of questions. It might have excited him, but whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? He would keep me kind of wondering and guessing, but kind of still reject me a little bit. So it was like a tug of war type shit. I'm like, okay, I'm feeling something. I know I ain't the only one feeling this. I know I ain't tripping. But I was tripping. So going through that was the hardest shit I have ever experienced in my life. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. That hurt so bad, and it hurt so bad because I had this desire, this want, this illusion, this false belief that this man was my happiness. And without him, I'm not happy. I went through depression, all kind of stuff, y'all. But even through that, I was still like, I gotta face. Because I didn't want it. I didn't like feeling what I was feeling. And I wanted to get rid of it. And it would not go anywhere, y'all. It would not. Because I was still tripping. I was still in this illusion up here. And it was dark, y'all. Oh my God. It was so dark. It was so lonely. It was so painful to me. But it was so necessary. And it ended up, it's like I was in this cocoon, this dark ass cocoon, and I didn't realize, like, all I had to do was look up. All I had to do was tap in, and I could illuminate the darkness. I could be my own light. I was so stuck in that dark place. But I sat there. I faced it. Even though it hurt really, really bad, it's like I put myself through that. And it was out of my own stubbornness, my own hard-headedness. But I'm glad I went through it because it made me a better person. It got me here. It got me to where I am. I evolved. I'm this beautiful butterfly now. Hey. So now I know how to have proper relationships. Now I know what relationships are supposed to be. Now I know the meaning. Now I know, I can recognize when, somebody ain't right, when they ain't got good intentions, when they are narcissists, when they are selfish, when they just some vampiric energy vampires, You can't come with shawty any kind of way because I see you from afar. Like, I ain't to be played with now. And I appreciate that. It made me so much stronger. But it did hurt. But I was so tired of my sickness. I was so tired of suffering. I was so tired because it wasn't getting me anywhere. Sitting here in this illusion and this false fantasy, craving and all this stuff was not getting me what I wanted. It wasn't making me happy. Yeah, I would feel happy fantasizing about being with him and us being together and all this, but it was clashing with reality. In reality, He don't want you like that, sis. In reality, it's not happening. He loves you, but not like you're wanting, not like you're thinking you're wanting. So it wasn't making me happy. So I was sick of it. I was like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you. Talking to me. Talking to my shadow self. Talking to that little girl who threw a fit when she didn't get what she wanted. That little spoiled child. And anyway, telling the Taurus no. They say, we don't like to take no. And I don't. I hate no. Ooh, don't tell me no. Now I can handle no. And I can tell myself no. And I can accept no. But back then, what you mean no? That's foreign to me. I get what I want, even if it ain't good for me. Like my marriage. I want to be married at 25. Okay, you married at 25. But we told you not to marry him. But you got what you wanted. Even though it was the wrong one, you got your marriage at 25. I spoke my daughter into existence. I want to be pregnant by my husband, who I'm in a toxic relationship with, who cheating on me and really don't want me, but I want his baby. That same month, I didn't have my period, I was pregnant. Found out I was pregnant on my son's birthday. So I got what I wanted, even though it wasn't right. Or with the right person or whatever. So that was the suffering part. And it hurt, but I made it through. Now I know exactly what I want, what I don't want, what I'm gonna take, what I ain't gonna take. All of that. So yeah. I called it shadow boxing because, like I said, I didn't have anyone to talk to. So I would talk to myself like I was talking to a counselor or like a close friend, and my voice memos on my phone. And so after I record them, I would label them. So I got shadow boxing 1 through 4, 555, the talk, the awakeness, the awareness. And I would just express how I was feeling, what I was experiencing, the pain, the emotion. Like I would be on there crying. And I was like, man, it's some deep stuff, but this gonna be a book one day, cause like this some good stuff. So I'm sharing it with you guys. I mean, not word for word, but I'm sharing it with you guys, my experience, and it really helped me because you got to get that stuff out, y'all. That's why I was like, I want to create a safe space where people who are like me might not feel so comfortable. I have the gift of making people feel comfortable. People have always felt comfortable talking to me, even when I was a little girl. My friends' parents, their moms, will be talking to me about their grown problems. And I couldn't give them no advice. I was just there to listen, and they just felt comfortable telling me. So, and my mom, she traumatic experience. Like I said, we grew up together because she had me so young. She leaned on me for emotional support. So I've always known that about myself. And I'm now realizing, okay, that's called your purpose, girlfriend. That's what you were sent down here to be, a light worker to help those who are in the dark. And so I'm like, I need to create a safe space. I had to be my own safe space. And it was great because it helped me be independent, self-sufficient, self-aware, self-love, all of that. But I said others might need that, and they might not feel so comfortable going in and facing their shadows and dealing with themselves. So I want to have a safe space for other people too, that I found so much information and insight and enlightenment on, the videos I'll be watching. I'm going to try to post some of them in the links so y'all can go check them out and see what y'all feel. But the books, the audios, Anthony DeMello and stuff, like, it really helped me. Like, really, 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 really helped me, y'all. And I was like, I want to create a safe space for others to come and not only just hear my experience, but hopefully if we get to that point, be able to share your own experience. Y'all can email me y'all experience if you want to. Like if you feel like you resonate with me and you know what? I like her energy. I can roll with her. I can talk to her. And I'm not one to just give you some Rudy Pooty advice or whatever. Like, I take this stuff really serious because I know from experience how it is. And I take spirituality really, really serious. And y'all will see, more episodes or whatever. But yeah, I this is what this is for. This is a safe space for everyone. Everyone needs a safe space. Everyone needs to be free to be themselves, to express themselves, to feel how they feel, understand why they feel this way, where this is coming from, and how they can stop feeling this way, how they can stop the suffering, how they can be healed from their sickness. Because it's a sickness, y'all. Being in a low vibration, depression, bipolarism, all of that, those are illnesses, y'all. And yes, most of them are, scientifically, chemically imbalanced, but me coming from a spiritual sense, I look at it different. It's all energy or spirit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that can be worked on. I feel like everything can be cured. If you ask me, it's a cure for everything. Because if you think about it, our bodies are natural healers. The earth heals itself. Think about it. All these storms and fires and catastrophic, weathers and all this. What happens after that? Do grass not grow back? Do trees not reproduce? Do it not? Cycle of life? Like, natural healing is in the universe. It's all around us. God's spirit source puts that in us. We're all connected. We're all connected. So that's why I feel like there's a cure for everything. But I also have to realize that not everyone wants help. Not everyone wants to change. Not everyone wants to face their demons. Not everyone wants to be better. Some people like being in a low vibration. Some people like being in the dark. And guess what? You stay in the dark, boo. We'll leave the light on for you. So I'm going to end right there. I don't want to be before you long. Come back for Shadow Boxing 2. We're gonna get a little bit deeper. We're going to get a little more spiritual. We're going to break it down a little more. And then I'm going to give you some tips on just the things and the ways and the practices that I did to help me that hopefully can help you. So come on back. Thank you for tuning in to Spiritual Talk with Lady Raw. Have a good night. Peace, love, and light. Thanks.